Today I've come to Treborth Botanic Garden in North Wales, and I'm here to meet Natalie Chivers, head of the gardens, to find out a little bit more about what they've been up to in their woodland and to look at one species in particular, cherry laurel. Okay, Natalie, so it's lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Can you tell us a little bit about this wonderful garden?
So this is the University's Botanic Garden, Treborth, and it's been open since 1960. It's a space for teaching, for research, for community engagement, and we've got about 4,000 different species here that we manage.
And I know you've got a woodland area here.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the significance of that and maybe some of the challenges that you have there as well?
So the woodland borders the Menai Strait, so it's a piece of coastal woodland,
Right.
which is very rare. Only 1% of woodland in Wales is coastal. It's designated a site of special scientific interest. We've got dozens of species of trees, of animals. We've got the red squirrel, very iconic species to North Wales.
Can we go and have a look?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. So here we are on the edge of the woodland.
Yes.
Natalie, tell me a little bit about cherry laurel.
It's an invasive non-native species that is growing or has grown at Treborth for many years. So cherry laurel historically used for game cover, and we think that may be why it was included and planted in the woodland here. And the woodland in particular was full of it. We're trying to remove these plants by the root system entirely where possible,
Yeah.
and manage it that way. And the issue with them is that they dominate the space.
Right.
They're evergreen.
Yeah.
When they grow, then not only do they fill that space, but nothing can really grow below. It's very acidic,
Yeah.
so you can manage it and cut it down and remove it as best as possible. And then you need time for that habitat, that understory below, to recover.
And cherry laurel, I'm right in thinking that it's still a plant that lots of people do plant in their gardens, particularly for hedging.
Yeah, like a lot of our invasive species, it's a very handsome plant. It's very big, it's, like you say, it's evergreen, it makes a cracking hedge.
Yeah.
But there are alternatives.
Okay.
And that's what we need to be promoting as gardens, and we need to be seeking out as amateur gardeners ourselves. And actually, it's not very good for wildlife. So if you really want to plant yourself a hedge, go native. Go crabapple, go hawthorn, go blackthorn,
Yeah.
go cherry, go rowan.
Right.
That'll create you a lovely thick hedge, and with lots and lots of interest, lots of shelter, lots of food. The cherry laurel stands out as being a bit poor in that sense then.
Yes. Well, thank you, Natalie. When you place it in context like that, it makes a lot of sense. And I suppose what we're asking people is to think about not buying it in the first place. And if they have it in their gardens, what can they do to reduce the spread into a site like this?
So ideally you'd get rid of it and you would plant something else.
Yeah.
If that's not an option for you, deadhead, so take off the little white flowers, and if you've missed that opportunity but they go to berry, take those off too. So you're just left with the plant, but it can't reproduce.
But ideally, don't buy it in the first
Get
place.
rid, yeah.
There are better plants to plant in your garden that will support wildlife, create habitats for birds, bats, bees.
Yes.
So if I'm a gardener and I think I've got this plant in my garden, how do I identify it?
So it's got lovely big glossy round leaves. They're quite ovate, and they've got a thick vein as well. Now this plant doesn't have the flowers or the berries, but it's still pretty identifiable with these big glossy leaves. So the leaves are arranged alternatively up the stem. You can see here they're alternately arranged up, 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 up. So that's also a really good identification indicator.
And you mentioned earlier on that this plant can have a negative impact on the soil beneath it. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so these thick glossy leaves are very acidic. So whether you're just growing the plant and you don't even trim it, or if it gets trimmed and those leaves fall to the ground, that's going to really change the chemical composition of your soil. It's going to be a bit of a dead zone around your laurel hedge, which is not what we want for wildlife.
People are going to struggle to plant other things in proximity to this particular plant if they plant it in their garden.
Yeah.
And on top of that,
It spreads very fast vegetatively, which means it will spread through its root system, through suckers, but it also spreads through its flowers and its berries.
so it's very good at spreading itself. So let's not give it another stage in our gardens to spread further.
No.
And the risk of crossing boundaries outside of our garden walls into natural spaces like this.
Absolutely, it will escape very well, as it has done in the past here.
As gardeners, we can all help stop the spread of plants like cherry laurel by not buying them in the first place and selecting alternative types of plants to put in your garden. If you already have it in your garden, then one option is to remove it. Another option is to reduce the suckering, dead head, and remove any sources of seed that it might spread to other parts of your garden or beyond your garden walls. Help nature thrive, know what you grow, and stop the spread. Together, as gardeners, we can all make a difference.